You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
My name is Willie. Baby, I keep the ladies. Clean up and all my friends. Got you, baby, you can defeat me. You're dreaming.
Yeah, what up?
What's happening?
Got another best ball division about to get kicked off, and this one is the Any Given Sunday, the Steeman Willie Beeman division.
My name is Willie. Baby, I keep the ladies. Clean up and all my friends. Got you, baby, you can defeat me.
Yeah, division number 30. 30 divisions so far. Last year, we had a record 21 divisions in. This year, we're not even in July where we started drafting last year, and we're almost getting to double. We're getting to double.
I said you're already close to double. What?
We're getting to double.
I said you're almost close to 2 times.
It's about to be triple. Then
I
it's
said
about to be quadruple.
Quadruple, quintuple. What?
Here we go.
Centennial, bicentennial. What?
We got, let's see, a couple more divisions that are filling right now. If you guys want to draft,
Bicentennial, is that 200?
What's that?
Bicentennial, that's 200, right?
You know what? I did not see Bicentennial Man, so I can't.
See, here's the thing. I always thought it was just a movie, and I started thinking, wait a second, that's a number. So bi meaning 2 times, right? Centennial meaning 100. So.
But yes, can you and your peeps do tomorrow for the draft? We only need 2 more spots to fill. I bet we could get this filled for a Monday 5 West Coast time draft.
I mean, shit, tomorrow's a holiday, motherfucker. It's probably the best time to draft.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe we might have to change around on the 5 o'clock. But yeah, Memorial Day draft. Let's do it. I always forget when you don't work a regular job. You almost forget about the holidays like that one. Labor Day, we never forget about that one because that's when a lot of fantasy drafts happen right around.
I don't know. I don't even know what day is today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just know when the bills are due. It's like, fuck. It's definitely, it's in the air. It's definitely close to the 1st and the 5th. You know what I mean? We have to pay some goddamn bills.
So here's who's up in this one. And actually, let's shout out the chat before we get in here because we got a bunch of peeps in the house. Stranger, what up, bro? Let's see. We got PB and Waivers. What up?
Hannon.
And Mark said, am I in this one? You are not in this one, Mark, but we'll get you in the next one. We got more starting. And Derek in the house. What up, bro?
What's happening? Salute.
And Dion in the house. What up? Dion is in this one.
What's happening, Dion?
Song in the house. Song's in this one also.
What up, Song?
Let's see. Who else? Jamie, what up? We got 2 Jamies in this one. Our homie Jamie, who's always in the chat. That's Big Game James. That's what he goes by on Sleeper.
Big James?
Big Game James.
Okay.
I said because he gets all the bitches.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the first time I see you, bro, you better have like 11 bitches with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's about to have like fucking 11, 19-year-olds with him, bro. I told you. He's gonna be dressed like Leonardo DiCaprio in the goddamn Catch Me If You Can. He's like, shh, I'm a pilot. They have like eight motherfucking So listen, you better have bitches, bro.
Antonio in the house. What up? What up?
What's up, Tony? Yo, birthday twin.
And yeah, and so BS Barbarians, he's in this, and then his homie Jamie is in there as well. He goes by Antonio Gibbons here. And
well, we got two Antonios and two Jameses.
Well, no, Antonio Gibbons. So it's like I think he just loves Antonio Gibson. I don't know why he made it the Gibbons though. But no, his name's Jamie. So he's yeah, it's him, and we got two Jamies in here. Then Phil's in this one. Our homie Johnny's in this. Taco, Pickett Season Kenny is in it. Dixon and Tim My World is in there. So we're gonna start this up here.
Shout out to Taco.
Yeah, he's making he's trying to make his triumphant return. He's he's got his it's funny.
His little man's probably like 5-6 months now.
No, like he's getting up to a year. It's getting close.
Oh, he was born Thanksgiving time?
No, like somewhere in the end of the summer. I can't remember exactly when his birthday is.
Real? No way. Nah, he was because he was having the baby like throughout the season, right? Like something like that. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah, he didn't do much last year. That was why. Yeah. It was daddy daycare all for him. All right. So what we do here. Everyone give me a number between 1 and 69.
69, dudes!
We're going to add up those numbers, and then we're going to divide them and average it out, and then you're going to see all our little avatars changing around over there, being shuffled around. What up, Hassan? He said, hey, guys, I'm back. When you guys coming back for NXT TakeOver, Double or Nothing? Watch along time. Dang, Double or Nothing is tonight? Huh.
They do shit on Sundays again?
Well, it's AEW is the Double or Nothing tonight.
I thought you said it was NXT.
NXT was another one. So both of them, I guess, are going down tonight. Yeah, I totally forgot. The Night of Champions was on yesterday, but it was night in Saudi Arabia. So that shit was on like hella early. Like when we were waking and baking, it kind of just started.
Shit, we hella glossed over that.
I just assumed that it was a nighttime stream, but I forgot.
Hence the name, Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia.
Jamie said, I just came up with the perfect team name for this draft. Oliver Stone character, Tug Kowalski, and the Jamie Foxx character, Willie Beeman. He said, Tug my Willie.
I like it. And then we could top it off with Tug my Willie, Kowalski, like you're telling him. You know what I mean?
All right, here we go. Started off with Jamie and his 69.
69, dudes!
42.0 for Stranger. Always on brand. 69 for BS.
69, dudes!
Let's see. 17 for Johnny. What up, Johnny? Yeah, we got to get that. Here's Johnny. Jamie with the 6, trying to lower that average. 42.0 for Antonio. You the man. There we go. Let's see. Song with the 55. 55! Jamie said Trish's hot ass looking sexy as fuck. I guess it's crazy. It's always different in Saudi Arabia because, like, the only things that they can have exposed from the clothes, like, they're literally, like, arm length, leg length, goes all the way up.
How old is Trish right now?
She's in her... I feel like she's got to be in her 50s somewhere.
Or late 40s?
Let's see.
She's probably like mid 40s.
47. About to turn
late
48 this year.
Okay, I'll knock it down.
Dion threw in the 17 and the 23. All right. We'll add them both in there. Derek with a 31.
Hey, Trish had a big-ass head, huh?
Well, yeah, because like it's like she's like everything that she's in is slimming, and then it's just like a big old head popping out.
Or and her big ass, like her bad boob job, like you know what I mean?
Johnny
Yeah,
said,
big
"What up?"
ass.
Said smoking some classic runts today en route to Little Tecmo Mittens. I like it.
That's funny. He said classic, but it's because that kind of trips me out because Runts has been around for a minute now. And the first time I came across the Runts was like 2018, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2017. Yeah, 2018 for sure.
All right, 413 divided by 12, 34.4. So we'll just leave it at 34. And shuffling. All right. Let's see. Jamie, you give me the minimum yards per rush. That's 1 to 5. Nice. Dion says smoking on some Pineapple Express. Damn right. Way better than Snickle Fritz. Dion, you give me the max yards traveled per rush. That's 6 to 10. Johnny, you give me the minimum seconds per rush. That's 1 to 4. And then Dion, you give me the max seconds per rush. That's 5 to 8. Ooh, I like it. Stranger said puffing some great bubble gum at the moment. Nice.
Nice. I'm on the white Runts right now. Not mad at it.
Oh, and reminder for everyone, friend of the show, Ricky Williams, is going to be back in the house this Friday on on Waking Up with Fantasy Football. He'll be in more like the tail end because he's going to come on at like 9:30 or 10. But we'll be waking and baking all the way until he gets there.
Cool.
Let's see.
Oh, big ass fly. Take that, fly.
And who was the last one? Yeah, and Jamie said Ricky Williams is the god.
Hell yeah. Ricky cool than a motherfucker.
Who did I say to give me the last? Oh, I guess it was Dion who I said the last one, right? Or who?
Hey, friend, I was gonna say we can't do right now. That fucking, you know what I want to flip? That Night Court intro.
That shit is funny.
Do you remember the Family Guy where there was a couple of times they would reference that shit?
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah. It'll be a good one to watch. It'll be a good one to watch on replay song. But yeah, during the day, so I know some people might be tough for them to watch.
What's on?
Well, just Ricky. It'd be like 10 o'clock on Saturday. Dang it! Who was the other person? Was it who was the other person that I said max seconds per rush? I'm so I forgot the 4 people. But yeah, someone give me the max.
Take it to the max.
All right, there we go.
Max it.
For bogey, take it to the max. Push it to the limit. Limit.
Push it to the limit. I push it. I push.
All right, find your character. Find your character on there.
Are you ready?
Because here we go.
I said, are you ready?
Here we go. All right. And just a reminder, while we're all here, make sure you guys go subscribe to the Fantasy Football Hustler podcast on Spotify, Apple, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review because we really appreciate it. Helps us get found by more people. And same thing with the Silver Screen Breakdowns. Go check us out on Apple and Spotify. Uh-oh. Me, Phil, and Big Game James up in the front right now. But it's not about how you start. It's always about how you finish. Let's see. Uh-oh. My World Tim kind of bringing up the rear right now. Phil took the lead. Big Game James kind of like right in second. Dixon making a little bit of a push. Is well there to catch up to the lead. Let's see it. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Phil and Dixon out in front right now. My guy, I was out in front for like 2 seconds and then fell in some mud. Uh-oh, Dion's catching up. It's Dion, Dixon, and Phil out in front right now. Who's it going to be? Uh-oh, Dixon made a push right there to catch up. The entire avatar has to cross. Who's it going to be? Dixon got first. Phil got second. Dion got third. Taco got fourth. Song got fifth. BS6, Johnny. Or no, we got sixth. Where the fuck? Jamie, sixth. BS7, Johnny, eighth. I got ninth. Pickett Season, 10th. Our other man, Jamie Antonio Gibbons, 11th. And Tim Byworld, 12th.
Is that our man Johnny from across the pond?
No.
Okay.
No, this is the one. Johnny.
It's
Johnny,
funny that it's that big. The community is that big that we have multiples of like several. We have like there's like easily a dozen Johnnies. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like that I can think of right now.
All right, let's set the order here. Dixon first. And we're going to start this right now. Hopefully we can get some picks going right now. For the first, 2 to 3 rounds, it's 8 hours per pick just to make sure that everyone's paying attention. And then we jump into 4 hours all the way until round 20, and then we change it to 2 hours after round 20, or around round 20. How about that?
You know that League 23, I was so excited for it, and that shit is Reach City. I finally realized it, I gotta start reaching. I took Roshan Johnson in the 15th round, whatever it was. You know what I mean? That's how bad it is, though.
Yeah,
and I think I made the bad mistake of just going to war with you as far as IDPs, because everybody else just waited as fuck and just kept reaching on skill guys.
You pissed me off though when you got Devin Lloyd. I was so pissed.
You know what, Touche, because you took Baker, and I was like, "Look, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to take Baker, and you just take Devin Lloyd, and that's what we do." You know what I mean? And they all is right in the universe, and I was like, "I'm getting Devin Lloyd, my first pair."
I was so mad.
You didn't make a pick till the next day, because when I made that pick, it was after 7, so it was all right. That shit was funny.
I was pissed.
That would have been nasty. The Ola Kuhn and Lloyd, that's doable. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure, because they're gonna get hella tackles.
Yeah, you just start both them motherfuckers. I got Devin Lloyd for you.
Hey, Real Deal Prime in the house. What up, bro?
What did you?
Yeah, my guy was in first for a while, and then just got stuck in mud, and then I got ninth.
That fucking mud, bro. I'd be stuck in that motherfucker hole. Hey, my guy, if he's not stuck in the mud, it's like he's off a double cup of mud because he just be lean. The motherfucker be slow.
All right, here we go. Let's start this shit off.
Oh, I didn't make the sound this time?
Here we go.
Big ass fly.
There we go.
Sick.
It has begun.
That sound is exciting. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even in this draft. I'm like, yeah. Fire it up. Get fired up.
I want to do another rookie draft with IDP mock draft. Because as crazy as we are, I mean, we kind of do things whatever the earliest people are doing it, that's when we're doing it. So all of our, rookie drafts and shit, they're all done now. I mean, we started it right at the beginning of the month when the NFL draft just finished. But there's a lot of people who it's all the casual redraft people who they're coming in
because
right now.
They want to research. Oh, I gotta do my research, bro.
Well, no.
Read a couple headlines.
No, I think what it is, it's like missing out. You know, like now you come back into the fantasy group, or now you start. You know, you peek your head up. You know, from underneath the fantasy rock or whatever, and everyone's doing drafts and shit, and you just want to be a part of it.
It's funny because, like, man, my home leagues, they would always be like, "Oh,
What up, kid?
you do the podcast, so like it's like cheating for you." What the fuck, dog? What in the fuck? Like, people come up with the stupidest logic because they can't win and shit.
Yeah,
Especially home league motherfuckers, because they be acting like they know the most and shit. And they just pop up around fucking like August and shit.
yeah. Yeah, and I remember the time when I was turned off by fantasy. It was there was no championships or nothing won in this like 3-year span or whatever, and I would turn it off as well. I wouldn't peek out until June, July, shit like that, and then start.
Oh, no, I don't never. Before I even started doing content, I'd say ever since I started fucking with this fantasy shit, I was on it tough.
Well, but what I'm saying is that, and those were the years when is that a coincidence? No winning championships or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Not paying attention until like right at the end.
Yeah, that shit, I can't do that.
Yeah, I like these mock drafts because like before we had this community doing these mock drafts, it would just be like Yahoo mock drafts and shit. And that shit's whack.
For real though. And like, I mean, it was cool. Like if I was to do something around June, I might have like 4 or 5 auto drafters in that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
And then like once you start getting towards like August, you can be like on at 2 in the morning and there's drafts filled up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then because that's August, you know what I mean? But it's like that. And watch out, there's a fly. Hold on.
Yeah, these years for me that I was off the rails like that. 2015, 16, and 17. We're still talking years ago at this point. And after that, just committed to starting more leagues every year. Jamie said Yahoo and ESPN back in 2007. Yeah, exactly. I mean, shit. I wasn't. Yeah, like even last year was the first year that I was like full blown sleeper, like nothing anywhere else, like nothing like that. But yeah, man, Yahoo. 2008 was when we started the Hustler Green Bowl draft. That was when it officially launched. It went 1 year before that, but that was the first year that it was on Yahoo and shit. And and then we finally changed it, moved it over to. Actually, no, I think it just ended. I can't even remember how we did it. I don't think we moved it over to Sleeper for 1 year. I can't remember.
Look at I gotta fess up. Everybody in my home leagues, they know this to be true. We stopped those leagues because they wouldn't move to Sleeper. So I refused to do Yahoo. And since they refused to do Sleeper, I killed them all. Now we can't even do a Yahoo league because I killed them. Because anyone who does Yahoo should die in the fantasy field. Fuck Yahoo.
Sleeper or bust. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I'm almost torn because like the vampire leagues and shit.
You know what's so crazy about Yahoo? Like even like people who try to argue their keeper league format versus just Sleeper in general with Dynasty or even keeper, whatever, right? They say like they don't even realize like in Yahoo you can't even make a trade. I can't even be like, hey, here's my 101. I want your 2, 3, and 4 because this is the 101. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't do that. It would have to be an even amount of picks. So if you gave me your 2, 3, 4, I'd be like, all right, now I got to give you like my last 2 picks or something. Also, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Swag, bro. And then people that play Yahoo like that, they're just accustomed to that. So they you know what I mean? Like that's what got me. I was playing Sleep. I was like, oh shit, that's hard.
Jamie said, I wish I knew you bros back then. I'd be so much better nowadays with all you guys. Yeah, and I mean shit. I didn't know Bogey until what, like 2021? Like when 2021 started?
Early 21, yeah.
And but that's why you'll see Kidda, Darren, Chapokawaka, Zukru. I mean, those are like the guys who I've been playing fantasy with the longest, like guys who've been playing like, 2010, maybe even before that, some of these guys. But yeah, very, very small because like a lot of the guys who like they're just home league guys, you know, like they play. Bless you. Like these, like those are the only guys, bless you, who even expanded past like our home leagues. You know, even being around me, you know, like still a whole bunch of guys that I know they only play in the one league, you know, and that's it, or the two leagues. Maybe there's like 2 leagues, but yeah.
Yeah, I would just always suggest to people like try to be like if you're gonna be in like hella leagues, I would understand if some of them are like fish leagues where it's like these guys suck and they need a filler and you go and clean house. You know what I mean? I love being
please invite me to one of those.
What's up?
I said, someone please invite me to one of those.
I mean, you know, it's funny too, is those ones are usually like cheap though. That's why I was like, I'm good. Like if it's like 100 or something, like, oh, okay, who's in it? Oh, they're all first timers. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Then also you got to deal with like, you know, beginners that are. Here's my favorite. My favorite is like getting invited to an existing league that has the same group of motherfuckers for how long, and then just replacing some dude. Because then it's like they don't know. You know, everyone's in their ways, and they don't know what I'm finna do. You know what I mean? I shake that bitch all the way up every time. But I always say get as many leagues as possible. Be desensitized to shit. Don't have 2 leagues, and then you look at your leagues, and if you just so happen to be drafted from the same spot, your teams look identical. It's a lot of times you have the same core because they're just guys you're big on. That shit can fuck you up your whole year. You know what I mean? Because like that means you got to be lucky 3 times. Oh, I got 3 teams that look the same. You better avoid 3 times the amount of injuries. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing about having like similar looking teams. You know what I mean? Even though like. Yeah, if I'm big on someone, I gotta have XYZ player on every team as much as possible. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? But when you have only like 2-3 teams,
but usually you
tend to have the same looking teams. You know what I mean?
But you can't do that with the top guys, and that's what you kind of mean about like if you have a draft from
exactly.
Yeah.
Once you get to the mid rounds, you start just targeting your same guys, and you know what I mean? Like yeah, it's all you know what I'm saying. But a lot of times that does happen though, huh? If you're drafting from the same spot, even with the top guys, like if you're in the back of the, who was saying that shit?
We're drafting in the 5th or the 6th spot. Like it's like we're getting Herbert or Lawrence
or you could have your choice of a Lamar or a Fields or you know what I mean? Like if you wanted,
you really think those are the guys. Jamie said, used to think I was the best in the world back in the day playing with scrubs until I met a bunch of guys in the community elevating my game. Yeah, because I don't know. It's just like, I mean, we can equate this to like football. That's probably like the easiest way, you know, like all the kids who play Pop Warner, you know, out there, like, you know, what is it? Like it's a couple percent that actually go on to play like high school football. And then it's like 1% of those guys playing like D1 colleges. And then like 1% actually make the NFL. And then like maybe 1% of that makes the Hall of Fame. You know, like we're just elevating, you know, past all these stages, past everyone else, because we're all trying to get to that Hall of Fame game.
There's a song. It's Mac Dre, Too Short, and someone else, but it might even be Kyrie, but it's called Elevate Your Game. I think that's what it's called, but that's just dummy hard.
The song said, "Who's your number 1 pick for redraft? Single QB, half PPR."
I mean, it'd probably be Jefferson, or it'd probably be CMC. Probably like if I was doing a blind and I don't know the people in that league, I'd probably take CMC just because like I feel like he has a super high upside. Like you know what I mean, if he stays healthy and I'm willing to swing for the fences, or I'll take Jefferson there. You know what I mean?
More often than not. In these single QB, I mean, more often than not, in any of these redraft formats, I'm going to go like hero RB. So, yeah, I'm going to go CMC because you're going to be able to get way better wide receivers with your second pick than you will running backs. Like, running backs will dry up by your second pick.
Yeah, like I said, like if you know the group that you're drafting with, most people, they're going to go single QB. Most people are going running back early. You know what I mean? Because most
first
people
round would be like our QBs in our first round.
I mean, think about this. We're only in like 5 years or 6 years 6 years since 2017 where they made it the default to be half point PPR. So before that, motherfuckers, when they make a league, they're playing standard unless they switched it. You know what I'm saying? So most the standard mentality of drafting always going running back early, and it's kind of funny because that you see that exist in people when you know you're like in a 2 point per reception league, and they're in a draft and they're still taking running backs that don't catch the ball early. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't know. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and really, because it's not about like best player available at that point. It's the positional advantage argument because there's not that many like running backs really at the top really like that. So, because like more often than not, it's not going to be the running back that's going to be up there. It'll be, I mean, even QBs will finish higher than running backs in single QB leagues just because like more touchdowns.
Yeah, and you know, fuck what people say about waiting on QB. If Matthew is a QB, like I'll stab at him early, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking, I'll take you know what I'm saying? I'll take a Mahomes or a Hurts or a Allen or a fucking Burrow. I'll take any of those guys in the first 3 rounds. I don't give a fuck. That's positional.
They're still usually good. I mean, they're going to outscore a bunch of people like in the round. All the skill players at least.
Yeah, and like here's the thing. Here's what you don't do. If you get that early QB, then don't touch QB again at all till like the end of the draft if you're gonna do that. Or same thing with tight end. Same thing with like if you're gonna go something early, don't stack it up early either. You know what I mean? It's funny when I see people do that, like they get a QB early, and then they go get another QB. Like, what are you doing? Like, don't get 2 QBs in the first 10 rounds. And if you're gonna wait on a QB, fucking wait all the way. Don't get one till after the first 10 rounds. Like really stack up. Because then at that point, you're splitting hairs really pretty much. Like if you're not getting that top, 7, 8, they're all pretty much the same to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like if you're gonna do that, you gotta get like if you don't get anyone in the top 8, you gotta get 2 people in the top 15, 16. And like not just get like one person there and then
like Cousins and something.
Yeah.
Cousins and Carr or fucking, that. See what I'm saying? You need, see how ugly that sounds?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you need 2 of those motherfuckers. And like, don't be that guy who's like, I got Mahomes, and then bro, he was still on the board, but value. I got Jalen Hurts, bro, in the 5th round. See, no one's gonna trade you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're gonna be like, oh, someone's gonna trade for him. No, it doesn't usually happen like that.
Because you are keeping the QB away from another team, but usually what people do is like, oh, now they're fucked on like a spot because they had to pick that QB instead of a skill player, and then you just try to trade them off.
And most home leagues are whack, so you got like a 5 or maybe 6 bench spots. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I feel like there really needs to be an overhaul of what kind of fantasy people should be playing. Like, people have the stupidest complaints when you say things like, for example, oh, hey y'all, we should make it like, instead of 5 bench spots, we should go to 8. Oh, what? So there's nothing on the waiver? Oh, no. So maybe there is nothing on the waiver, but it'll provoke more trades and maybe it'll be more fun. You know what I mean? Instead of everyone holding on to everything, waiting on shit. And if you don't have waiver fucking priorities, whatever, you're never going to, you know what I mean? Like, it's so whack but how most home leagues are constructed. You feel me? I joined another motherfucker.
Yeah, they get it gets annoying, man. Like, fuck having shallow benches.
Yeah, or like, oh, we got IR spot. No, I need plural. You know what I mean? And I need like 4 of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is going on?
Because what's different now than back in the day? I mean, you could say that guys are more pussies now than they were back in the day, but really, I just feel like the talent pool, as it's gotten bigger, it's gotten better. Like guys who are depth are, maybe they're just
motherfuckers is hitting harder. Motherfuckers hitting harder. They move to play faster.
They're smarter. Smarter now.
And what I mean by smarter too is like, see, here's why my boy pointed this out, because like, say they're growing up into this shit now with supplements and fucking, high-end trainers, and you know what I mean? These kids aren't just coming from the streets like that, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of these kids are growing up, with the best of the fucking with the best assets they can get before they even get to high school, even, you know what I mean? And they get to high school and it's the same thing. Get to the colleges, and you know what I mean? It's the same thing. Like these facilities are hella better, you know what I mean? So when they get to the league, these motherfuckers is like, it's different now, you know what I mean? What have we seen? A lineman? What did that lineman, was he 300 something? Ran like a 4.5 or some shit. Shit was fucking crazy, bro.
That shit's wild. And Jamie said, and now I know I know the 420, my IDP game is going to be dangerous with the community in the next couple years. Yeah, for sure. Because I remember when you first did your, first couple drafts with us, you weren't really sure. It is all about the league settings, though. That's one thing you got to remember. So we draft with IDP 1, 2, 3 settings in mind all the time, and that's the sleeper default. But just like offense, you gotta know the settings. Because I've seen I've been looking at articles and stuff, kind of just that I've been seeing on Twitter and people posting on Facebook with different scoring systems and shit. There are some very, very goofy, stupid IDP scoring settings out there that people are trying to come up. I saw one where a tackle and a solo tackle is 1.5 points. But a QB hit is 2 points.
That's stupid.
So almost making a play gets you more points than, being the guy to actually make the play.
I don't know. I've expressed
I stopped paying attention after that. It was just, I don't know. They lost me real early in that.
I've expressed this before. A lot of times those commissioners that come up with these crazy specific or changes to scoring score settings for scoring and shit. These motherfuckers, they ain't win their shit, bro. They don't win, so they're like, oh, you know what? Let's do return yards. Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe stop drafting Jamal or whatever, Agnew or whatever. These guys are stop drafting Ray McLeod. Or even starting these, what are you doing? Well, you see, because we get the return yards, bro. Oh, good luck with that. You know what I mean?
Because you know what, big tournament, everyone's
kickers, team defense leagues. This shit is whack, bro.
Because you know what, big tournament, people are getting so excited for, right now is that Scott Fish Bowl. Scott Fish Bowl is one that I'll just never try to play in because. I played in it once and it was whack as fuck, and so I never really signed up again after that. But I would never, because I wouldn't even want to get into it. It's a league where you could play
multiple kickers, 6
kickers, but you can't play one linebacker. Come on, come on.
I don't know, bro, because it's really okay.
And I'm surprised.
It makes me sad how many whack motherfuckers are out there.
I'm surprised that
you know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised that nobody's.
Scott Fish is whack too, bro. That motherfucker's whack, bro. He's making hella bread off this shit from all the fucking
and because he's doing it behind what's it called, behind
a paywall.
Well, not behind
a charity, quote unquote.
They're saying it's for charity, which he donates to Toys for Tots. But
I ain't never seen him donate shit.
I know he's donated stuff, and you see him, but
good. You saw it. I didn't see it, so I didn't believe it for me.
He's set to raise $200,000 this year from this Scott Fish Bowl. What are they going to donate? 20,000, 40,000, something like that. It's getting a little insane. It's getting insane. Yeah.
I don't know. Older white dudes just get away with shit like that all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck all that. Can't get behind it. And
that shit is bunk.
He said, I got the first pick. I'm thinking CMC, and I hope Wilson will make it back to me.
Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. I understand it, but man, the moment you start yeah, he's probably not gonna be there now that you said it. You know what I mean? That's all. At least that's how my life is.
Yeah, even then,
you got your destiny in your hands.
It's already wishful thinking that he is gonna make it there in a single QB, because you might not have one QB.
Yeah, because you might not even get Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Tyreek's not gonna be there. Fuck no.
No, you know what I mean.
Because you think about that, it's gonna be. I'm assuming
you need a couple people to reach on QBs and Travis Kelce and all these other things, because I'm skilled. Them top 24 is pretty self-explanatory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He probably gets his hand on a Jalen Waddle and a T. Higgins there.
Yeah. And here's another one of your mistakes. Already hoping that someone is going to be there. Just don't even get your hopes up about anything. Just be water, man. You got to be, because you never have any idea like who's going to be there.
Yeah,
After
because you only, and especially on a fast draft team, you got like 30 seconds, and that motherfucker's like, fuck.
yeah.
Super flexing on that though. That's that you're in the game there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he might
Yeah,
go in the
Wilson
third
fall
round.
to the third. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, that's what it's. That's what I don't know, man.
I hate being flustered with like a minute counting down on me.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting on somebody, especially if it goes like right before me. I'm like, because then it's like it was even more false hope. And I probably burned like 10 seconds of the clock trying to get my shit together. Just, fucking Garrett Wilson. There happened to be hell times this year with Garrett Wilson specifically, and Drake London, because it was like they were always going to have values, and then like at one point it just made the shift. Like when Rodgers signed officially, and then when they drafted Bijan, and then those things happened and like started jumping up Garrett and Drake like around earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. We knew the guy. I mean, guys like him are already like so hyped, like before Rodgers was getting there, and then just
Garrett Wilson, yeah.
Because look at how
he still wasn't going ahead of like Devontae Adams and them though, and now he is. You know what I mean? Like that, like like Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, he wasn't going before them guys still. You know what I mean? Like literally.
But we'll see for redraft because we're still in dynasty mode right now, and
Good point.
Dynasty is still kind of similar to like best ball, like ADP, because there's some people who are, I mean, we saw Cooper Kupp get pulled up in the second round, and shit like that. So I mean, that's someone who
we'll see that a lot during
this
time of year, though. Those are people but those are also people jumping into right, like during this time of year.
Well, I mean, no,
I'm not mad at Cooper Kupp in the second round though. In a redraft, I mean he belongs in that group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like. What's crazy is Nuke's gonna jump up hella high wherever if he signs the Buffalo or the Chiefs or wherever, and that's gonna be like one of those ones like I'll probably avoid him if he jump up that high. You know what I mean? Like say he jump up into that 2-3 turnaround, like it's possible. You know what I mean?
Check this out. Song said this home league has been going on for like 11 years, and this is his third year of playing fantasy football. Yeah, so you kind of found me and us like. Really like early on and everything. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, win that. Go beat all of them up. You gotta win that league. 11 years.
Yeah. Song said Olave would be my next look.
I'm not mad at it. If it's redraft, you know what I mean? See you're gonna have 2 picks right there. Bong bong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and do you have to start? What is the roster construction? Is it 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers mandatory? You know what I mean? Like what is the structure looking like? Because
if it's a home league, I always assume if it's single QB,
it's 2 and 1 flex,
and then one flex, and that's all. One regular flex.
Yeah.
So we said 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. See, it's almost like you got to crack.
I'm gonna make sure I get at least 2. I want at least 2 receivers and a running back, and then I'm going into the 4th round. You know what I mean? Like, on that 2-3 turnaround, you got to stack receivers right there. See, here's my thing too. If I have that 1-on-1, I'm taking Jefferson, man.
What about this?
If it's a full point PPR, I'm taking Jefferson right there. You know what I mean? Like with a 3 wide receiver set, I want my receivers to be dominant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I might even throw another receiver in the flex too. Like that's how I probably try to build my shit because I don't want to have to bank on my running backs. You know,
said it's a half point.
Okay, I'm still okay with CMC because at least you're gonna get it all with CMC.
Yeah,
I do worry about the touchdowns coming down for Jefferson. That's the one thing I worry about for Jefferson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
like I'm going CMC and then I'm just grabbing 2 wide receivers like back to back. Or I mean Kelsey, if he somehow lost there, a wide receiver in Kelsey, because Kelsey is the biggest positional advantage that you can have in a league with a tight end.
I mean, on that 2-3 turnaround though, he's gonna be in range of like, a fucking Waddle, Higgins, maybe a Cup falls there. What if everyone goes
Smith?
Oh yeah, Devontae Smith. Yep. I mean, he's in a lovely range right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause you're going to be the only one to have 3 picks inside the top 25. You just
And
have 4 and 20.
then when he wants to target running backs again, when he's in that 4th, 5th round, you have your Damian Pierce's and your. I mean, I'm sure like maybe Gibbs is like a 3rd round. I'm sure, right, this year. And listen, oh man, and like Bijan, I forgot about Bijan and Gibbs. Those guys might even get pulled up in the 2nd round. Like somebody's falling. Like he's in a prime spot with that 2-3, and already having CMC if he goes that route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's all kind of foods that's about to fall, bro. CD, but not CD's going in the 2nd round.
Yeah, for sure. If not the 1st round in some of these, because I mean, if it's 12 teams, you may have 3 to 5 wide receivers drafted in the 1st round. It really just depends on the league itself, and there's some people.
Shit. Did you see that thing with Devontae Adams with Jimmy?
Yeah, that his foot is
physical.
Yeah, so fucking Jimmy, man.
So it like voided something in his contract, so it's like now like his signing bonus it got like converted into like a big part of his base pay, his base salary.
Yeah.
So it's like, cause that's to get prepared to like get rid of him, bro. If anything, for some reason his foot is a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna cut him with no repercussions and shit.
Coincidence that Tom Brady just got there?
Huh?
It's like, hold on. Get this motherfucker. I know he lies. This dude's a lying motherfucker. You're just gonna let him smile at you? No. Don't let him smile at you.
Send in the male nurse.
Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem.
Hey, baby, tell him. Hey, you came in here to check out my leg. Here's the 3rd leg. You know what I'm saying? Porn star Jimmy. Every situation he's in, he's just waiting in there in the doctor's in the room, waiting for the nurse. Right? He's like, oh yeah. As soon as she walks in, the music kick on. She's looking around. Where's that music coming from?
Hello.
I know that's for Deshaun, but still fitting.
Yeah, that is kind of funny though. That fucking he's doing Jimmy things.
Damn it, man. But yeah, PB and Waiver said Jimmy G is cooked to me. It's all fucked up now, but yeah, we don't like hearing shit like this. We don't really have any plan, besides him. So
Jimmy will be all right. You know what I mean? It just sucks. See the pass and the physical. It helps them because look, you're about to see the Raiders.
When did he
morph? They're already morphing into like this wannabe New England organization, right?
When did he get signed to them? Do you remember?
Shit, like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And once he signed, he got a signing bonus. You know what I'm saying? But like, then you have to pay before OTAs and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing though too. Is like when you sign, aren't you supposed to pass a physical then? But I think it is because he got a surgery. Then he had to pass because he got a surgery like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like he did something, and then he had after he got signed, that's when he had the surgery apparently.
Yeah, and so I guess now the physical is happening, and he fails it. You know what I'm saying? And that was why we couldn't trade Jimmy after he had that shoulder surgery because it was like he's gonna fail a physical every time. So you know what I mean? And then the draft happened. And then we couldn't move Jimmy because then all the teams that were looking like Steelers, they got Kenny Pickett. And they were supposed to have Jimmy at least
Whoa. Office Depot says, I don't believe Jimmy starts a game as a Raider. Wow.
Ooh.
Be insane.
Bold.
Yeah, super bold.
I mean, that's a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case.
Right?
And
I'm about to take off. I gotta love these kids up.
Sounds good. It's about that time anyways. So yeah, we didn't get any picks. Damn Dixon. We'll get on him and get him to pick. But yeah. We'll be back tomorrow for Wake Up with Fantasy Football. So we'll see you at 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Peace out.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.